Since ancient times, the Ark of the Covenant has been described as an object of divine power. According to Scripture, it was designed with precise instructions given directly by God to Moses, making it a tangible symbol of the covenant between the people of Israel and the Creator. Crafted from acacia wood and overlaid with pure gold, the Ark contained the tablets of the Ten Commandments. But it carried a much deeper spiritual meaning too. It represented the very presence of the divine on earth. The Ark was more than just a sacred object. It was a divine weapon of war. In the book of Joshua, it's portrayed as crucial to the fall of Jericho's walls. Just imagine the psychological and spiritual impact the sight of the Ark must have had on Israel's enemies. It was like the very force of the universe was standing with those who carried it. But the Ark's power wasn't limited to military triumphs. The Bible also recounts how it punished those who dared to defile it. One of the most famous episodes is that of Uzzah, who was struck down for trying to steady the Ark during a procession. Events like this only reinforce the awe and fear surrounding it. The Ark of the Covenant isn't alone in the realm of sacred objects that blend mythology and history. Take the Holy Grail, for example, another artifact that's endured through the centuries as a symbol of power and divinity. While the Grail is tied to immortality and healing, the Ark is seen as a direct channel to the divine. Then there's the Spear of Destiny, supposedly used to pierce Christ's side during the crucifixion, shrouded in legends of invincibility and domination. These objects, whether real or not, share a common thread. They transcend the physical world to become icons of something far greater, like faith, authority, or humanity's longing to connect with the divine. Which leads us to a fundamental question. Why do objects like the Ark have such a profound impact on humanity? The importance of the Ark of the Covenant goes beyond its potential physical existence. Above all, it's a symbol of faith, hope, and humanity's desire to connect with something higher. Even if the Ark is never found, its legacy will continue to inspire. And maybe that's its true power, not tearing down walls or defeating enemies, but reminding us that there are mysteries far greater than ourselves. Now here's a thought. If the Ark were found today, what would it mean for us? Would it just be another artifact to analyze in museums? Or would it reignite spiritual and cultural questions that have shaped humanity for millennia? The mystery surrounding the whereabouts of the Ark of the Covenant is one of history's most intriguing puzzles. Biblical accounts suggest it vanished during the Babylonian sack of Jerusalem, but other theories point to locations ranging from remote deserts to hidden chambers. Let's dive into the top 3 theories about where the Ark might be today. The Ark in the Judean desert. One of the earliest theories about the Ark's fate points to the Judean desert. In the second book of Maccabees, it's mentioned that the prophet Jeremiah hid the Ark in a cave on Mount Nebo, in what's now modern-day Jordan. According to the account, Jeremiah chose this location to protect the Ark during Jerusalem's siege, stating it would remain hidden until God decided to reveal its location. This theory gained traction after the discovery of the Dead Sea Scrolls in Qumran, deep in the Judean desert. Among the texts found were descriptions of sacred objects being hidden, sparking hope that the Ark might be tucked away in one of those caves. But here's the catch. The desert's vastness and the lack of solid evidence keep this theory shrouded in mystery. To date, no archaeological discoveries have confirmed the Ark was hidden in this region, leaving us with more questions than answers. The Ark in Ethiopia. One of the most fascinating and controversial theories is that the Ark of the Covenant is in Ethiopia, guarded in the Church of St. Mary of Zion in Aksum. This belief comes from the Kebra Nagast, an ancient Ethiopian manuscript that tells the story of the Ark's transfer to Ethiopia. According to the tale, Menelik I, the son of King Solomon and the Queen of Sheba, brought the Ark to Ethiopia as part of a divine plan. Today, the guardians of St. Mary of Zion claim the Ark is there. But here's the kicker. No one is allowed to see it except for the appointed guardian. This naturally raises a ton of questions about the claim's authenticity. Is this tradition just a local legend, or is there something real behind it? The theory sparks divided opinions among scholars. Some think Ethiopia could truly be the Ark's final resting place, while others argue it's unlikely such a significant object could have been moved so far without solid historical records. Either way, the story of the Ark in Ethiopia remains a vital part of the country's cultural and religious identity. The Ark in Jerusalem. Another widely accepted theory is that the Ark never left Jerusalem and is hidden somewhere beneath the Temple Mount. This idea is supported by historical accounts suggesting the existence of underground chambers in the area. But digging there is almost impossible due to the site's intense religious and political sensitivity. One of the most intriguing incidents tied to this theory happened in 1981, when Rabbi Yehuda Getz, the custodian of the Western Wall, reportedly discovered a secret passage leading to underground chambers. Unconfirmed reports claim he found something extraordinary, but had to halt the exploration due to tensions with Islamic leaders. Modern technologies like ground-penetrating radar have been used to map the area beneath the Temple Mount. While these scans have revealed structures that could potentially house the Ark, the findings remain inconclusive. One thing's for sure, though. If the Ark is still in Jerusalem, it's buried deep, safeguarded by history's weight and the disputes surrounding the region. These three theories offer a glimpse into the possibilities, but they also highlight how much remains cloaked in mystery. What makes the search for the Ark so captivating is that, no matter where it might be, its existence continues to challenge us, inspire us, and connect us to something greater. Over the centuries, the Ark of the Covenant hasn't just been seen as a religious artifact, but also as a potential piece of advanced technology, way ahead of its time. Some theories suggest it might have been a generator of static electricity or even an electromagnetic weapon. For those who support this idea, biblical descriptions of the Ark emitting light, causing instant death or bringing down walls, might hint at technology the ancients simply couldn't comprehend. For instance, the gold plating inside and outside the Ark is strikingly similar to the design of a modern capacitor, which stores electrical energy. Plus, accounts like Uzzah's, who was struck down for touching the Ark, could be interpreted as electrical discharges. If this theory holds any truth, it raises a fascinating question. Where could the ancient Israelites have gained such knowledge? While these ideas are captivating, they lack solid evidence. Still, they spark fascinating debates about how technology and spirituality might intersect. The search for the Ark of the Covenant has driven significant advancements in archaeology. Technologies like ground-penetrating radar used to map underground structures without invasive digging have become essential tools for modern explorations. In Jerusalem, these technologies have uncovered hidden chambers beneath the Temple Mount, though access remains tightly restricted due to religious and political sensitivities. Additionally, the use of drones and satellite imagery to scan remote deserts, like the Judean desert, has helped archaeologists pinpoint potential excavation sites. These methods not only boost efficiency, but also minimize damage to historic locations. However, the hunt for the Ark raises some tough ethical questions. Should we keep exploring religiously and culturally sensitive sites if it risks violating traditions? And if the Ark is ever found, who would have the right to claim it? Humanity as a whole, or a single nation or religion? Searching for the Ark of the Covenant isn't just about archaeology or history, it's also deeply tied to faith. Many fear that discovering the Ark could ignite significant religious and political tensions. After all, it's an incredibly powerful symbol that crosses borders, On top of that, there are physical risks involved. Some biblical accounts describe the ark as being extremely dangerous for anyone who approaches it without divine permission. While this might be interpreted as myth, the cultural impact of these stories is very real, and many still see the ark as a sacred object that shouldn't be disturbed. These fresh perspectives show that the Ark of the Covenant continues to inspire both science and spirituality. It's more than just an ancient artifact. It's a mystery that challenges the limits of what we know about the past and pushes us to reflect on the future. Beyond the main theories about the Ark's whereabouts, there are lesser-known stories linking the artifact to historical figures and groups. One of the most famous involves the Knights Templar, a military religious order that rose to prominence during the Crusades. Some historians and enthusiasts believe the Templars may have discovered the Ark during their occupation of Jerusalem and transported it to Europe, hiding it in secret locations like Chartres Cathedral in France or Rosslyn Chapel in Scotland. Other accounts suggest the Ark might have made its way to North America, brought over by explorers or groups trying to shield it from external threats. While many view these tales as baseless speculation, they highlight how the Ark has become a universal icon crossing cultures and continents. Beyond the canonical biblical texts, apocryphal writings offer alternative glimpses into the Ark's fate. Books like Enoch and Jubilees mention sacred objects with mysterious powers that might be references to the Ark. These texts often paint an even more mystical picture, hinting that the Ark could exist on a different plane of reality, safeguarded by divine forces. These global connections and alternative narratives reinforce the idea that the Ark of the Covenant doesn't belong to any single culture or religion. It's evolved into a shared symbol of humanity's quest for the sacred, the mysterious, and the unknown. The Ark of the Covenant is more than just a lost artifact. It transcends its physical form to become a timeless symbol of faith, power, and mystery. For some, it represents the divine presence. For others, it's a historical and archaeological challenge, a puzzle that pushes us to confront our curiosity and the very nature of what we hold sacred. Even if the Ark is never found, its impact lives on. It has shaped religious narratives, inspired generations of explorers, and fueled debates about the meaning of faith and history. Perhaps the Ark's greatest legacy isn't in being discovered, but in what it teaches us about our own journey. Are we searching for answers, connection, or proof that something greater is guiding us? Now, here's an invitation. What do you think the Ark really represents? Drop your thoughts in the comments and share your theories. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel to keep diving into history's greatest mysteries. And hey, there's plenty more content waiting for you. Click on the videos popping up on your screen right now. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next adventure.